As the head of the legal team of the Women's Commission, can you tell us the recommendation of your views on the report on the sexual harassment of the women cricketers?
The Meghalaya State Commission for Women has conducted a thorough inquiry into the complaint that has been made before us. We have studied the statements given by the respondents and the complainants, documentary evidence that has been submitted by both the parties, and we have studied this under the POSH Act 2013, that is the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act. And we have found that both in the case of the assistant manager and as well as the head coach, their actions, their words are within the ambit of the definition of sexual harassment under the POSH Act. And therefore, for that, we have made certain recommendations such as suspension, termination, some warning letters. All of this has been done within the mandate of the Act of the Meghalaya State Commission for Women.
So who will be suspended, if you can tell us?
So we have asked for suspension of the respondent number 1, that is the head coach, wherein he made some sexually colored remarks, although he denies, or he does say that it might have been through a misunderstanding. But it was not only just to one of the cricket players, it was to several of them. And as per the POSH Act, making sexually colored remarks in a professional setup or during your duty is considered sexual harassment. And for respondent number 2, who is the assistant manager, unfortunately he did make some physical advances, which he also admitted to on the day of the hearing against one of the employers. And therefore his case is a little bit more serious. We have at least viewed it at least a bit more seriously because of the physical advances that were made. And therefore for him we have we have directed the Meghalaya Cricket Association to terminate his employment.
Okay, also any other recommendation on to formation of the committee?
Yes. Now there are separate directives which we have made to the Meghalaya Cricket Association, but this is just in relation to this case, because we are going to also come out with a set of different recommendations and directives exclusively for the Meghalaya Cricket Association, because the Commission also conducted an inspection of the office and the grounds of the MCA and as well as the Shillong Cricket Association. So we are yet to come out with those directives, but just in terms of POSH, of course, we have given them a timeline of 30 days and 60 days that they have to set up first an internal committee and also create sensitization and awareness to all the staff and the players who come under the Meghalaya Cricket Association. And we will be following up with the authorities of the MCA to ensure that this is done within the timeline we have given.
Also, will there be, following this, will there be any separate directions to all the officers or to assess whether the committees have been set up or not?
Yeah, we are actually already doing that work with the Social Welfare Department as well. So we are trying to ensure that not only the government but also all the private offices here in Shillong and any place that has more than 10 employees are setting up their internal committees. Just setting up internal committees is not enough. It is about the awareness that you need to create on this act. That is important, and that is the only way that we will be able to handle these cases of sexual harassment.
Coming to the case per se, how many were examined during the course of investigation?
There were 6 for this case. Now this is just our first order. So for this order we examined 6 complainants and 2 respondents, and also took in documentary evidence.
So this is addressed, the action needed is addressed to the Meghalaya Cricket Association.
Yes, because it is the duty of the employer to ensure that the directives of the commission are being followed.
So there is no direction to the government or authorities, other authorities?
No, we are working actually to make this, as Joy said, to make the awareness kind of programs, as well as it's mandatory and us also, to make everybody aware that they should have these committees, and we are working on it actually. In fact, we are surprised that many people, even in sports also, they thought that this was a government thing, having these committees. And so they were surprised that it should include them. So they are unaware. So I think many are not aware that it is also is a grievous thing that can happen anywhere actually. But and many people they are not clear about what is regarded as sexual in nature. It might be just verbal, it might be physical, it might not be physical also, it might just be verbal kind of violation of some sort, like a colored remark, as has been pointed out. But these are the things actually that many people are not aware. So as a result, I hope that more people will be aware in every sphere of work, and that they should take it seriously.
Because now the national games state is preparing, so this instruction at least will help, you feel? The teams are, preparing for the national games. So you feel that this type of observations, recommendation, action will help?
Absolutely, especially in contact sports. Yeah.
So any other observations to make? Any other observations?
Maybe you can have a last word, because this is something that relates to the mandate that the Commission has, as well as the laws that are in place. So it's easier for us also to do what we have to do. Joy, like to say something?
Thank you.